All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a brand new video, bro. It's on the Greg Doucette. That's right. Gonna do a reaction video to the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness gear slave himself, Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette. So Greg Doucette says they lied to Sam Sulek again. Damn, they lied to poor Sam Sulek. Look at him, man. He looks sad.
And so at 25 minutes and 42, if you screenshot it, Sam, all he feels is rage. He must be thinking about, man, what if I don't get a proper tan?
All right.
All of that combined, including 5 slices of keto white bread toast.
Remember, I've talked to you about the fact that you have to count the fiber calories, that they're tricking you, that they're not all resistant type 4 fibers. You all know that from my last video, but here's something else I want to teach you right now that has in fact been going around. Freezing bread makes it healthier. Many people have been asking me this, many people saying, oh, I have the hack, the trick to making your foods lower in calories.
If you take bread,
how do you make something that's not for human consumption healthier? It's not healthy for humans. This makes absolutely no sense. And Greg, too, man, he's so full of it. This estrogenic book. Bread is estrogenic, bro. It's not anabolic. Get it?
and you freeze it, and then you take a slice and toast it, that bread is 10 times healthier than it was.
What? It's 10 times healthier. Am I really hearing this, man? This is a video for Godis, I'm telling you. This stuff, I don't know where these people come up with this stuff. Christ, the most educated people on this planet are the dumbest people on the face of this planet, bro. This is crazy.
Was before you froze it. Some of...
How is it... Listen, lady, 10 times healthier? How is bread healthy for humans? Please, explain. I would love to fucking know, man. How it could be healthy to humans.
That carbohydrate in that bread turns into fiber. And so
a bunch of smashed seeds, right? Crushed seeds with cyanide in them. Grinding them down to a powder. And then baking them in an oven like crazy. What's in there? Cardboard? Like, what is in there that's so healthy? Please, I would love to know exactly. This is stupid.
you get bread that is not only healthier for your gut.
Wait. Healthier for your gut? How is it healthy for your gut? If it's interfering with the upload of the nutrients from eating natural animal products, which that's what we eat, we're as carnivores. As carnivore animals, humans, we eat fucking animal products. So eating this crap, which doesn't belong in our belly, is going to make it healthier? What? But it prevents nutrients from being uploaded.
Lower blood sugar impact and less calories.
Now,
What?
I'm not a fan of throwing out random sensationalized phrases like it's now 10 times
Oh my God, there's a doctor here too. What the heck's going on here?
healthier, but what she's saying is correct. Time school.
Some crazy doctor over here. What she's saying is correct. Where's your proof, bro? There's no proof here. This is fake. They're making it up. This is crazy. Your license needs to be revoked, man. Both of you. What is this? Oh, he's got something from PubMed. The impact of freezing and toasting on the glycemic response of white bread. Who cares? Who cares? It's not healthy for humans to eat that. Who cares what it exudes or what it does? It's not healthy for you. So who cares? This guy, he's like pointing to a fucking study by PubMed. Okay, where does it say that it's healthy for humans to eat that? Nowhere.
Yeah, no. Immediately no. And so, yeah, this guy is a doctor and he thinks he knows a lot about stuff, and he actually does.
No, he doesn't.
But guys,
No, he doesn't know anything.
it doesn't work like that. Is it possible to make the bread a little bit healthier? The calories...
He only knows what he studied, what they got him to write from other men's books that man wrote, okay? He doesn't know anything because he's a human. Humans, they don't know anything, dude. Or if they did, they wouldn't be here if they knew something.
It's a little bit lower. Yes, you thought I was going to say no, but not significant enough to actually make a difference. And here's why. The freezing that they're talking about only applies to starch.
What the hell are these people talking about? What am I like in the Twilight Zone here? Fucking freezing bread? What is, bro, who gives a shit? It's not healthy for humans.
That are primarily
It's fucking anti-nutrient. You're making it harder for yourself, eating your natural animal products to upload the nutrients. That's why our stomachs were made this way. We're built this way to upload nutrients. Get it? But if you eat the shit, you're preventing it. So you're starving all the time. Jesus, man.
amylose. But in breads with wheat flour, it's only about 25% amylose. It's only 1/4.
Then you end up eating 10 meals a day. 10 meals a day. Sometimes I just eat one large meal a day. I don't need to eat all the time. You don't need to eat all the time if you have a high nutrient animal diet. But if you eat this, of course you're hungry all the time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, snacks all day. Why? Because these things, they interfere with the nutrients being absorbed in your body. Hello? Then you end up spending more money on food, on the slave food, buying worthless slave food, and then you're constantly starving. That's why you're deteriorating faster. You're deteriorating faster than you're aging. And your brain requires a lot of nutrients, energy, bro. Your body needs these nutrients. You're starving it.
Only a little bit. In theory, this can happen to somewhat of a degree, but it's mostly in things that you boil that gelatinize and that are primarily made of amylose. Baking things with high heat, it prevents the
Who cares?
gelatinization as well as making resistant starches, and so your body can't actually save on those calories. Your body's actually...
What calories, bro? Your body can't do anything with it. It's a drug. It's drugs. Fucking glycation. It causes glycation, bro. Get it? It destroys you. It destroys your mitochondria over time. DNA damage.
going to be able to use it. And so what they're saying, it's actually false.
Can't use it. There's no nutrients in there. Look at it. It's a piece of cardboard. There's no nutrients. Cardboard, dude.
Can't simply start freezing your bread and putting it in the toaster and thinking it's 10 times healthier. It's too good to be true. And
You know, when I think about it, bread is so gross now. I haven't eaten bread in God knows how long, and fucking, I don't know. Bread is gross.
so
To
unless
tell you the truth, I never liked bread at all.
you're boiling your bread in water first, probably not going to help you. But thanks again, everyone, for spreading misinformation about food on the internet. Back to the video.
128 grams of carbs, 25 grams of fat, and 280 grams of protein, and 1,857 calories for the whole day.
That is not enough for a man the size of Sam Sulek. When you're 235 pounds of muscle while on performance-enhancing drugs, and remember this is important to understand, when you're on steroids, nutrient partitioning is occurring faster than last time. What does that mean?
Nutrient partitioning is happening faster than usual on steroids. Well, how's that working for you if fucking you're eating these foods that are anti-nutrient, bro? Get it?
A lot of the food that you're eating, it's turning
Look, man, steroids, they don't build muscles, but he's going to convince you that it's turning into muscle. How?
into muscle. You don't think that Sam...
How is it turning into muscle if the muscle isn't damaged? If there's no damage and he's adapted and he's doing concentric work, how is it building muscle exactly, Greg? How? If there's no damage, what are you building there exactly?
is on test, trend, and so on. And so a lot of the calories that he's eating, it's being converted in...
Well, you're going to go, but look at him. He's got muscle. I don't know that. You have any proof that he has muscle? That's muscle underneath there? And not sarcoplasmic? The sarcoplasm is increased? How do I know this is myofibrillar growth and not sarcoplasmic? Well, I know because I look at his training. He trains every single day. So he's adapted to these exercises. So he's an endurance athlete. So what is he pumping in there? Glycogen. The glycogen's converting. For every gram of glycogen, 3 grams of water drawn between the skin and the muscle into the muscle, creating these sarcoplasmic, phony, artificial, fake muscles. There you go.
To muscle tissue. And that, in fact, uses up...
No. It doesn't just magically turn into muscle tissue if those muscles aren't damaged. And they don't get damaged very easy because repeat about effect, a bunch of things, adaptations, whatever. That's all lies.
Calories. And so if he were to add in, for example, 500 extra calories, it would probably be used in order to build muscle. But because...
No, it won't. Not if there's nothing damaged there, it won't be used to build muscle.
He's on such a low-calorie diet, under 2,000 calories, doing 2 hours of cardio a day. The body has no choice but to refuse to build muscle. The body's thinking, it's time.
Yeah, bodybuilders, real bodybuilders, we don't do cardio. Cardio will burn out our muscles. We don't do cardio. We don't do cardio. Neither do calisthenic people. They don't do cardio. They don't need it. They get enough already in the workout. You could call that partially cardio. It's cardio. You don't need to do anything excessive.
For survival. We have to have enough energy for him to ride that bicycle, to lift those weights, to have his heartbeat, for his brain to think. The last thing it's thinking is he needs to build bigger biceps. And so the calories are being shuttled into the most basic human necessities.
Okay.
It's not thinking, let's build muscle. Now, the steroids are encouraging that. And steroids are saying, yes, build muscle. And the body's thinking, with what? We need amino acids. We need water and we need energy.
Yeah, but we also need micro damages. We need damage to the muscle fiber. No damage, no growth.
There's 3 things in order to build muscle. And so without the water...
No, there's one thing. Muscle damage. If it ain't damaged, then there's nothing to grow. It's really simple.
Water, the energy, and the protein, you can't build muscle. And so, yeah, he's giving his body 200 grams of protein. What do you think the body's doing with that? It's thinking, yeah, thank you, we're going to convert this protein into usable forms of energy so that we can perform this cardio. It's not thinking build bigger quads. It's thinking pedal the bike. Give me the energy.
Very plain meals.
Okay.
Not really much room for any sort of treats, but that's just the nature of it.
And so Sam says, not a lot of room for any treats. Sits there with a Quest protein bar. He has berries with 3 packages of Jell-O in the fridge. He's consuming Diet Pops, Diet 7-Ups, and so on, energy drinks, has sweetener all day long, and fat-free barbecue sauces. And so although he says, there's no treats whatsoever, there are some. Now, understand it. Some people are against artificial sweeteners. They can't handle it and so on. If you want to diet like that, by all means, don't get my cookbook. But if you can eat like Sam Sulek, if you're allowed to have artificial sweeteners, imagine not including the protein ice cream into your diet. And I'm telling you, Sam, if you had a bag of Smart Pop popcorn before getting to the gym, the pumps, they're going to be unreal. Be careful with the keto breads and the fiber-labeled products that don't actually count the calories that they should be, and that they're literally allowed to lie. Remember, food labels are allowed to be off by 20% with no problem. They can say whatever they want. Even if it has 120 calories, they can literally write 100 on the package, and they're not breaking any laws.
Well, there you go. See?
Bulk summer 2025 is going to be treats galore, so I can wait for those later.
Do you see how this becomes disordered eating behavior? How you have to be careful? You look in the mirror every day, you feel fat, you lower the calories that much more. Yes. He was eating 3,500, it's 2,800, it's 2,300, it's 2,000. He's still got 6 weeks. Is he going to end at 1,000 calories a day doing 3 hours of cardio? The body needs energy. It needs protein in order to build and conserve muscle. If you do...
It does, but it also needs these damages for it to grow. That's how it grows. Without that damage, it ain't growing. It's like your legs. Your legs aren't getting any bigger unless you're breaking those bones so they can grow bigger, longer, or whatever you want to call it, getting taller. It ain't happening.
Too much cardio and you don't eat anything, eventually your muscle size, it's going to go down. The fact that you're on performance-enhancing drugs, we have to assume this to be true, means you can eat that much more. Nutrient partitioning would be occurring, and the extra protein and calories that you should be eating would in fact be converting to muscle. With the sport of bodybuilding, it's easy to get carried away, but you don't need to take it this far.
What are you going to do? So either way, after this, I'm going straight to bed. Well.
And so at the end of the video, it says he ate half of a protein cookie. I'm glad to see that. I'm certainly thinking he could have had the whole protein cookie or perhaps some protein ice cream, that bag of popcorn, as his final macro count was still under 2,000 calories. 1,915 total calories on a day. He did 2 hours of cardio. This is extreme. It's excessive. It's not healthy. I don't recommend you do it. And so he's going to have to work on his posing, his flexibility. He isn't able to properly get into that twisting back double bicep pose. He does look very lean in the back. And so he's saying, look, the extra cardio, the diet, it's paying off. Well, here's the thing. Of course it is. If you starve yourself, you're of course going to get leaner. But you don't need to do this. You're going to be losing some muscle.
You just get to jump straight to the car. I've still got 60 minutes of pedaling and treadmill.
So he's carb depleted. He doesn't get to go home and eat. He's still got to do 60 minutes of cardio, pedaling, and walking on the treadmill.
I got to really lock it in for these last month and a half or so.
Okay.
Because the dieting is a progressively more intense endeavor.
If this were the last 2 weeks,
So starving is more intense endeavor, yes. Well, you got anabolics, so they preserve the glycogen in the muscle, and the anabolics will take care of the triglyceride in the fat cell.
if he had 2 weeks to go, it's peak week, I'd be saying,
Sure,
hey, you're almost there.
Okay.
2 weeks of suffering, that's okay. Yeah, you lose a little bit of muscle, but it's only 2 weeks. Guy has 6.
It also gives you what's the opposite of diminishing returns?
Increasing or accelerated returns. And so what he's meaning by this is as you get leaner and leaner and leaner, what you're losing, it's a greater percentage of the fat that you have. And so when you go from 15% body fat to 14, it's barely noticeable. But when you go from 5% to 4, it's 3 times more noticeable. 5% to 4, it's a dramatic percentage. You're 20% leaner. But 15 to 14 is perhaps 6% leaner. And so you can see the leaner you get, the more you're going to notice each pound that you lose, but it becomes that much harder to lose it.
It is drenched. It is freaking drenched. Which is kind of weird because, like, some days I'll be extra sweaty from the cardio, and then other days not so much.
I got you covered. I've been doing this for decades. You want to bring yourself 1 or even 2 fans. It's going to increase the ease of which you can do your cardio. You're thinking,
Yes.
no, I need to sweat. You don't burn more calories by sweating. You burn more calories by burning more calories.
Right.
Common sense. And so how do you do that? By going at a harder pace. And when you're cooled and you're sweating, remember, if you have a fan, it's going to evaporate the water from your skin. You're going to dissipate heat that much more readily. And you're going to be able to put out more watts than last time, aka burn more calories. And so when you look at world records and so on, they don't do it on very hot days. They do it on cooler days. And why do you think that is? Your body stays cool. You're able to go harder than last time. And so by carrying with you, Sam, a fan or 2, you're going to make cardio that much easier, burn more calories. You don't have to waste time laundering your jacket. I'd like to end all this on the most important note for Sam, and that is this. Make sure you get a proper tan. All of this is for naught. You could get down to 4, maybe even 3% body fat. None of that matters unless you get the proper tan. Now, if you had a proper tan, you could probably compete right now. And so at 25 minutes and 42, if you screenshot it, Sam, all he feels is rage. He must be thinking about, man, what if I don't get a proper tan? And so hopefully you learned something. Don't forget, Turk Max, GO2 Max, GLP Max. These are amazing supplements. All have money-back guarantees. Plus that
It's an advertising video again.
$20 gift card. Give these a try. It can certainly help you with your contest or diet preparation.
There you go. It'll help you, man. Eat these tablets, man. They'll give you steroidal-like gains. Steroidal-like fake gains. I'll see you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. It's all sarcoplasmic, concentric lifting. It's all pump and fluff. Fluff and pump. See you later, man. It's fake.